What's up, y'all? I'm Taylor Dunn, and you're watching Theorematic, the math behind the music. I probably got into hip-hop music, like the actual just, trying to make a career out of it and really immerse myself in it probably when I got to college. And like I realized that, I could really do something, with it. I was always messing around with music at a young age, like played the piano when I was like 4 or 5 years old, taught myself how to play it. Always been musically inclined, played in the church choir, playing piano in my mom's choir. So music always has been, something that's been in me. I decided I really wanted to do it. Honestly, the last couple of years I was in college. Hip hop has been something that, a love of mine that I've had to do on hobbyist time, which has made it kind of difficult. But it was, a lot of times instead of partying, smoking, drinking, like I was in the room trying to make beats, and I was, when I wasn't studying, playing ball, I was, writing rhymes. So it's kind of like, I'm excited now, like we talked about before, that I finally had the time to just, invest everything I have in it. And I think, a lot of people are, will definitely recognize the difference. When you love, multiple things, it's always hard, to choose. I've been playing basketball since I could hold a basketball. So, throughout high school, college, I had, opportunities to continue to play, stay within the game, but, music was kind of like, just knocking, for me. And, I got a great support system at home, like my parents, they was like, we support you, whatever you do. I always grew up like kind of like when I became a young adult, my whole thing was trying to like just open as many doors as possible for myself through like my education, sports, and eventually, gradually, I figured I could do music, for real. People that know me, people that know me since a little boy to now, they said you never changed. Like your face hasn't changed, personality hasn't changed. It's just like, that's me. I'm not really into like, whole backstories for nicknames or anything like that. I just wanted to just put it out there that, this is me. This is my name, my face. This is, my story. I wanted to really put my name, people associate my real name with what I'm saying and what I'm making musically. Probably 60-70% of my iPhone right now is the 90s. Like, I grew up, the first CD I ever fell in love with was Volume 1, Jay-Z in my lifetime, brown CD, stole it from my sister's room. Then, as I came up, I started, I latched onto the Clips, crazy, like Pharrell, the way it sounds, like manipulation of, the instruments, and Push, Malice, the way they were rapping, it just was gravitating to me. And that's, kind of like, when I was like, I think I was like 12, 13 years old, they came out, the Lord Willing album. And then, when I got a little older, I started like kind of mellowing out with like my taste in music. Like when I was younger, it was like Jay-Z, Biggie, then Clips came out, hearing stuff that my older sister was listening to. And then when I got to high school, like I found the Tribe, like I found Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Like I had Pete Rock and CL Smooth heavy rotation between classes in high school for probably like 2 years. Just the same songs over and over again. Started rapping for, I'm not gonna lie, I made a little whack raps on I used to steal my pop's little voice memo recorders the little tapes. I used to like record little raps on there. And like, I think I don't care who you are, like I know everybody has written a rhyme in some capacity like throughout their childhood. You know, I just, kind of tried to push myself more than probably somebody that was just playing around, And then I started probably like Pharrell and listening to Pharrell and Kanye, the way they made beats. Probably Kanye more just because I'm a sample fiend. I'll sit on the computer for hours or go to Goodwills and look for records for hours. They probably influenced me the most on a producer level, just trying to like make stuff, that's close to what they were making.
And bet you when I'm done with this that they'll be on my top, just like that white girl Rebecca. Homie, get your record.
My creative process is 100% in the dorm room or wherever I'm at. I always go to the studio prepared. Like when I go to the studio, probably like mostly everything is done. I just like to just lay everything out on the table for myself and see like what it sounded like on that day. You know what I'm saying? So my creative process is really like, I don't have a bunch of equipment. I got a beat machine and my laptop. So like I don't really have a bunch of equipment to be spending a whole lot of time in the stew. So when I go to the stew, everything is done. Creative meetings with my producers and myself, seeing what we're gonna do for this track, how we're gonna blend these sounds. It's all done. And my writing process is totally like as soon as I get a beat, done, or I get a beat sent over from Phil Blanks in England or him in Philly, it's just boom, like it strikes. Like as I've grown older, like certain sounds and beats evoke certain emotions like right on the spot for me. I used to just write rhymes without it, having a beat and just rapping on whatever. And now like that I'm older, kind of like, just like, I feel like if you wait till you create something or you get something from somebody that, you discuss a creative process with, it brings out so much more, in your lyrics. And that's what I love. Like, that's what I love to do. Just try to paint pictures through my emotions, and the beats, the first step in that.
Think before you step up. Got the mass appeal from my feet to the neck up. Verses like a pre-spoke.
I'm not, on anybody's label. I'm not a part of a music group. I have close affiliations and friendships in Philly. Just with the people that, I like to be around, or they look to me for inspiration, or vice versa. Cats from Goonie Gang, OBA, stuff like that. They kind of like just showed me, just the city as far as like the music scene. But like as far as labels or anything, I'm not with anybody. We just really like try and make a splash on our own. Primarily, whoever may come after that comes. As far as higher ups or labels or people that want to be associated with us on the music level and the business level. But I'm just getting into the business side of things. Being in college, you can't really, in the position that I was in, you can't really do a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I'm excited for that too. Just building relationships with other people that have the same dreams and goals as me.
No remote, I control quotes from LA to the Beast Coast. That's just how I really feel. You ain't gotta say I'm real. Dollar in a dream, but a nigga ain't from Fayetteville. Pass balls like I'm coming out of Georgetown. Hoya type, lawyer type. Y'all niggas just sorta right. Flowing like the Nile. Never cotton soft, Mazel Tov. Yeah, that's Jewish. I'm going harder than Ray.